You have arrived at this video because you want to know some signs that he loves you without him actually saying those 3 magical words. Now, don't let the fantasy concept of relationships fool you. Just because someone hasn't said they love you or they haven't said it more than 6 times in, say, a month, doesn't mean they do not have those loving feelings towards you. So without further ado, my name is Anna and I'm going to give you 30 signs that he loves you without actually saying it. Stay tuned. In at number 1, he always offers support. Now, a man who loves you will act as your own personal cheerleader, who will encourage you and support you throughout your life. Whether it's a work thing or something related to your hobby, he will always have a positive input. Complimenting your personality. If the only compliments he gives are about your looks or your body, then it might not be love. Because a true sign of love is being able to see beneath the superficial and appreciate you as more than just a pretty face. Asking your advice. If he genuinely wants your advice, this shows he really respects you and your insight. And asking for advice is also not easy for some men to do, so this is a big thing. And if he lets himself be vulnerable enough to even ask you for help, even if it's just something small, it really shows that he has this vulnerability around you, and that means he trusts you, which means he loves you. Standing up for you. Does he stand up for you when people talk bad about you or try to start an argument with you? Well, if he does, this is an amazing sign that he loves you and he wants to protect you. Smiling a lot when he is around you. If he is constantly smiling or laughing when he is around you, he really enjoys your company, and this is the foundation for a loving relationship. Spending time at your home. When a man is comfortable enough to willingly spend time in your home when he could be in his own home, it shows that he is open to being a bigger part of your life. He doesn't feel the need to win every argument. If you do have a disagreement, it is difficult to let go sometimes to just let the other person win, but if he does do this with you, then he probably has some super strong feelings for you. He gives you thoughtful gifts. Giving gifts in itself is, we know this, not a sign of love, but however, if he does give you very thoughtful gifts that really mean something to you, then this is a sign that he is thinking about you. Even when he's not with you, he is willing to spend money and his time to show you that he cares. He wants to introduce you to his friends. If he wants his friends to know about you, it is probably because he is proud of you being a part of his life. He wants to introduce you to his mum and his family. Now again, this shows he is proud of you, but also means he is really willing to commit. You wouldn't introduce someone to your family if you didn't see a future with them. He gives you space. If he allows you time to yourself, it shows a lot of respect for you and the things that are very important to you. Talking about the future. Maybe he sometimes mentions that your wedding would be like this, the baby's name would be this, or what type of location and place he would love to live with you one day. Now, this is obviously a super huge, big, massive sign that he really loves you. Makes an effort with your family and friends. Making a real effort to get along with your family and friends is not always easy. And if he is doing this, he must think it is worth it so much, which means he's really into you. He is more confident when he is around you. You may notice he is more able to just be his true self when he is around you. Now, love can do this to people. Holding your hand. Holding hands is an affectionate way to remind you how much he cares without using the exact I love you words. He calls for no reason. Calling just to chat is not entirely natural for a lot of men and is a sure sign that he loves talking to you. He takes an interest in things you like. He probably didn't watch many chick flicks before he knew you, but all of a sudden he's happy to put up with them for a change, just so he can actually spend some time with you. He knows when something is wrong. You will know he loves you when he starts to notice when you are upset or annoyed before you've said or done anything. He can just kind of feel it. He looks at you a lot. This is a very subtle one, but you may be able to catch him out and watch him stare at you a couple of random times throughout the day. If he loves you, he will feel good just from looking at you, so of course he will be doing it more. He touches you a lot. This again is very subtle, just little strokes on the arm or tickling you a lot means he really cares. There is a little bit of jealousy. Okay, before we go any further, You do not want to be making him jealous, but if you can tell he gets just a little bit jealous every so often about things you do or the people you hang out with, it can be a sign he really cares about you and he doesn't want to share you with anyone. He misses you. One obvious sign of love is missing someone when they are not around. So if he tells you he misses you or shows signs of missing you, dun dun dun, it could be love. He does things for you. Even if they are just little tiny things, he is trying to make you happy. Really listening to you. This is underrated. Truly listening to you demonstrates his respect and affection for you. He makes time for you. A man who loves you will always make time in their schedule, no matter how busy they are. You can make him laugh. Everyone wants someone who can make them laugh. Forehead kisses, or grandma kisses, which is what a lot of people say, really show his deep and pure love for you. Any affectionate gesture like this that is not sexual displays love on a much deeper level. He gets a little bit nervous around you. Is he stuttering on his words? Is he going red in the face? This is only because he likes you so much. He shares things with you. Trusting you enough to share details of his life shows trust and commitment. He inconveniences himself for you. Going out of his way to make you happy means he is really putting you first before himself, which means he really loves you.